If they carry themselves confidently, and for a female, she has her hair done, her makeup done, she's beautiful, and she can be overweight. Are you gonna disagree with that?
Yup, I'm disagreeing.
There's so much deeper there.
Don't give two shits about deeper issues. You're attractive or you're not. Just because you have trauma as a child or some shit happened to you or your genetics suck doesn't mean you suddenly have an excuse to be beautiful. She's fat, she's not hot. Coach Greg, in today's video, it's fit men versus fit women, and they're on the Jubilee show.
Women.
In today's video, we find out just how delusional women really are, and more specifically, fit women.
I did just feel the need to touch on the whole women are growing their glutes for men thing. I definitely wouldn't just generalize women and say that they're definitely growing their ass for men's approval.
Yap, 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 yap. Cope much?
No, women aren't developing their glutes for the boys.
To the same extent, women, they only put on makeup for themselves. It's not to attract other men. They dress half naked in the gym so that no one can look at them but themselves. That's why when they come home at night, they put on their comfy clothes and wipe off all their makeup.
And I'm being sarcastic. Thanks for watching.
Ladies, you're doing everything for the men. Sorry to break it to you, it's for the men. Do you really think you'd be getting breast augmentation, lip filler, getting your eyes done, makeup done, hair did, all just for yourself? When's the last time you did all of that to sit down at home by yourself? You didn't, and therefore that is the proof, the receipts showing you're doing it for other people.
Men maybe don't respect women as much in the gym as other men because men perhaps feel like they're there for serious reasons and they feel like the women are there for them.
I'm glad you said that.
And I just really want to not make that a thing.
Can you believe these women? She's actually saying that we think that girls go to the gym just to look at men.
Tripping, bro.
This is baloney. The last time I went to the gym, there were 43 guys and 4 girls. Do you really think I'm thinking, oh, those 4 girls, they're on to something? They're here at the gym to get phone numbers?
Of course not.
No man thinks that a woman is in the gym to go after them. Why do you think men are so intimidated to go and talk or hit on other girls when they're at the gym? It's because they think that the women don't want it. And so if we all thought women were at the gym looking for a man, we'd be at the gym asking everyone out, but we don't.
It's time to stop.
The gym is not a bar or a club or an online dating casino. That is not how it works.
What do you think it has to do with what you're wearing sometimes?
Well, yeah.
With the cleavage showing and the
Are you
tight...
saying it's too much?
Well,
Some
no.
stuff can be a bit too revealing.
If you're gonna wear that type
so
of
let me
stuff
just
in
be
the
honest
gym,
with you. If a woman is
you're
wearing
gonna get-
that to the gym, guys, just real talk, she wants you to look at her.
Okay.
No. She doesn't want you to look at her. She wants C-Bum to look at her. She wants a guy who's 6'2" or preferably 6'5", blue eyes, finance, or perhaps a guy who's a 5'6", manlet, T-plug.
I'm a cheat code, I don't take no loss, making no sense. Run up the scope, cause all I do is win.
Women are hypergamous by nature. They're looking for a man roughly 2 points higher than them on the attraction scale. And so if you're, for example, an 8 and the woman's a 6, yeah, she's happy you're talking to her. But if you're only at her level, or perhaps heavens below, a little bit below it, she doesn't want you talking to her.
Fat people are unattractive.
That's tough.
You agree with that? Fat people unattractive.
I think that...
And so we have 4 delusional females and 4 men that know what's going on. Sorry, men, we tell each other the truth.
Bro, you're fat. You're not getting any ladies.
Women, on the other hand,
Oh, you're 400 pounds. You're a 10 because you're confident. Because you put on a pretty jacket, you're a confident, beautiful woman. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
and so can you simply identify as attractive if you feel like it? That is what the women think. That is why they're so delusional. Men, on the other hand, we keep it real.
Bro, you're getting a little pudgy. You best be hitting the gym. What's wrong with you? Get your shit together.
Women.
Oh, no, you're a 10. Your man said that you didn't look skinny in those jeans. Well, ditch him. Get someone better.
And so why do you think that 70% of divorces are initiated by women?
I have met some very beautiful overweight people. And what makes them beautiful is the confidence that they carry.
Oh yeah, it's the confidence. You know, when you're bragging to your friends about how hot a girl is, it's all about her confidence.
Look at that girl over there. She's 400 pounds, but look at how confidently she walks. She's hot. I want to date and marry her.
Said no man ever. Zero, ever. Now, I'm not saying a woman can't be confident that she's not a valuable person on the inside, but when the question is stated, are they attractive? They're not attractive.
But if they're confident and they hold that head high and they're just like, I'm the shit, and they dress that way and they walk that way, they carry themselves that way, they can be overweight and beautiful.
And so if she's a poser, if she fakes it, if she's pretending, then she's actually confident. And so all you have to do if you're not confident is act confident. And so when a lady says,
I like taller men. I like 6'2".
And on average, the average woman prefers a man 8 inches taller than themselves.
With the ladies, height matters. Height matters, all right?
And so when they see Coach Greg, they look down at me and say,
You know what? You're actually very attractive because you're confident.
does anyone think that that's how it works? Just because you're confident doesn't make you a 10. It can help, but you're still not attractive.
But the minute that confidence drops, they drop their head, they walk frumpy, they dress frumpy, and they just don't care. Now it's a whole nother ballgame.
No, I disagree. The minute they're 400 pounds, they're not attractive. On that second, immediately, in that split instance, as fast as the speed of light, when you see that fat body, it's unattractive. There is no,
Oh, let me see what she says. If she speaks confidently, perhaps louder than everyone else in the room, and if she keeps her head high, then she's confident.
nope, she's fat, she's not hot.
If they carry themselves confidently, and for a female, she has her hair done, her makeup done, she's beautiful, and she can be overweight. Are you going to disagree with that?
Yup, I'm disagreeing. And just because a man will sleep with that girl, perhaps twerk all over her stomach, doesn't mean the woman's attractive. It means the guy, he had some balls that were perhaps a little blue. And he decided to release them for an evening, perhaps 15 minutes with that woman. Just because guys are pathetic swiping right to the girls that they don't find are actually attractive, doesn't mean they actually find the women attractive. Swiping right, having sexy time with somebody one time, doesn't mean you're actually attracted to them.
She has her hair done, her makeup done, she's beautiful, and she can be overweight. Are you going to disagree with that?
But this is pure attraction.
Yeah.
Attraction. Okay, yeah, she's attraction. She's attractive.
Let's go with that. With the fancy hair, the weave, the wig, and a face mask. Pintar all over la cabeza.
No me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas.
Does that actually count? If you can fool that person into thinking that perhaps they're attractive, are they attractive? Maybe from the neck up. Now, we're not talking about somebody with an ugly face and attractive body. You know, a butter face, everything's hot butter face. You know that woman who has summer teeth? You know, the teeth, some are there, some are not. We're talking about somebody who's morbidly obese, and you can't cover that up. Just because you put the proper amount of curtains on that body, the skirt, the jacket, you cover it up, you have stripes going up and down to make you appear thinner, it doesn't make you attractive. And so I'm telling you the truth. I'm not saying you're not a valuable person, but you're not hot. Get it? Live with it. And so if somebody looks at me and says,
Coach Greg, I am not attracted to short men.
I'm 5'6" man, I can't just confidently say, yeah, but I feel like a tall man. You know, when I walk into a room, I feel 6 feet tall. And they're like,
Yep, you can feel it all you like, but you're not.
it's the truth. Suck it up and learn to live with it. But at least with your weight, you can do something about it. I can't wear stilts. It's not gonna work. I could perhaps have heel lifts in my shoes, but I can't grow taller. But you can lose weight.
Typically, if someone's overweight, there are deeper issues going on there. There's so much deeper there.
Don't give two shits about deeper issues. You're attractive or you're not. Just because you have trauma as a child or some shit happened to you or your genetics suck doesn't mean you suddenly have an excuse to be beautiful. Women find men who are tall attractive. 6'2" is ideal. If you're 5'2", most women gonna say,
Yeah, you're not attractive.
You can't just say,
It's not my fault I don't have good genetics.
suck it up. Life is tough. But with your body weight, you can lose the fat.
So to sit there and just judge them off appearance and just, you're not attractive. No, but to say, you've been very clear about stating, I wouldn't date someone that looks like this and automatically assume it's poor health when there could be depression, there could be so many other things going on behind the scenes that are causing them to be overweight.
Yeah, and I want none of that. I want none of it. Why would I want my partner to be morbidly obese, to have mental issues, to be depressed, have all this going on when I don't have to? Now remember, Coach Greg is a Chad, an alpha, a top 99%er. Now, you might be thinking,
How is that possible? You're 5'6", man.
it's mostly money. Sorry, you have a lot of money, you're perhaps famous, you have a lot of power, and on top of that, you actually are somewhat relatable when you talk to them. You have the gift of gab. You can talk harder than last time. Or if you're a T-plug. I mean, guys, women love their plugs, in particular their T-plug. And if you're looking to put on more muscle than last time, why not pick up some T, some testosterone? It's brought across the border from Uzbekistan. Guys, there's a money-back guarantee. And so if you're interested in testosterone GO2 Max, or of course the infamous Seco bars that Mike Israetel loves to have in his mouth,
Thank you, Greg.
then click the link in description, code Greg, 15% off. And don't forget, if you don't like it, you're unsatisfied, there's a money-back guarantee and a $20 gift card. Back to the video.
Being overweight is just not something where you say, oh, they're just choosing to have poor health. They're just choosing to not care and they're just lazy. That's just not, that's an unfair assumption, I think, about a person.
That's what we have to see.
When you
The
look-
first
when-
impression.
Just from appearance.
I got
Don't care, they're not hot. The question is, are they hot? Are they attractive? We don't care about all the bullshits and layers that are going on into your 16-layer cake.
It's easier for fit women to make money than fit men.
What do you think? Every second girl that's attractive. Every time I look on my Instagram, I see somebody who's attractive. I look at their account and I see it. That's what they're doing. Do you know how easy it is to make money when you're a very attractive, fit woman? You don't have a brain. You don't need to do anything. A, you can find a man who's money just like that. B, you don't want to do that. You post a photo and you get paid for it. Men are simping for you all the time. Everyone knows by a landslide it's way easier for women who are fit and beautiful than it is for that of the men.
I got so many offers to do different things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Different things. Okay.
And notice, these girls aren't even above average. They're perhaps, what, sixes? These sixes are getting offers to make money based on how they look. Does anyone want to pay to see these women? Raise your hand if you're looking at these girls and thinking,
Oh my goodness, they're so beautiful. They're at least 9s. They're models at minimum, perhaps supermodels.
does anyone think that these women are beautiful beyond reason? And so the fact they're turning down financial opportunities because of their looks, it tells the story.
I think it's easier for us to grow.
I think it's easier for women to.
Yeah, because of that.
Because you just gotta like maybe take the booty shot in the mirror and stick it out, and then you get like 1,500 likes on your
Yeah.
I want to reply to that.
And you
right?
Like,
Versus the guy, what does the guy gotta do? Like show his abs and
Yeah.
make it
Right.
Well,
that
there's
don't
the
even,
thing,
that doesn't
right?
even help. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
And you know how much more work Coach Greg has to do to get those followers? I gotta post up photos of me with the Monclese, going out making deliveries, pushing testosterone. And people are saying, Greg, aren't you 49? You're pushing 50. I'm like, yeah, I'm pushing 50 keys of testosterone across the border. And so we got it hard. We have to actually earn our way to the top.
When I just post, a real looking, hot flexing, it gets tons of attention. But then when I go online and I post and I'm saying something serious about something that I'm passionate about, something that I'm doing, something I want to share, and I'm genuinely trying to share my fitness knowledge with people, doesn't really get attention, doesn't really get that traction, and I don't see a response that shows we really care what you have to offer.
Because people are following you for your looks, not for your mind. There's a formula I created about 5 years ago, and it's the Instagram to YouTube following ratio. The more people you have on Instagram in comparison to YouTube, the more it's about your looks and the less about what you're saying. My opinion is we have a 6. She's a 6. And she's getting attention from men. Why? She said it herself. She posts sexually suggestive photos. And then when she tries to sell training programs and so on, she states,
Oh, men, they don't take me as serious as compared to other men.
why do you think when you look at this woman, does she look like she has the perfect body? That she has her shit together? Remember, I'm pushing 50. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? And remember, I have close to 1 million followers on Instagram, but over double that on YouTube. And in comparison, she says it's 5 times easier to get a following as a female as it is of that of a male because of the fact that women can get followers from simply posting sexually suggestive photos. And so is it in fact true that people don't take women as seriously as men? I don't think so. I think it's certain types of women. For example, if all you're doing is posting thirst trap photos and you want to be taken seriously, intelligently, then you're not going to get that. People are following you to see your side boob, as was stated. And so if you want to be taken seriously, post serious content. And so why are we posting the content that we want to get the kind of followers that we need? But yet women will complain,
oh, it isn't fair.
My fitness knowledge with people doesn't really get attention, doesn't really get that traction, and I don't see a response that shows we really care what you have to offer.
I hear you.
And why should they? What you have to offer is this. Look, boys. You like that? And so what do you think you're going to get? If all I posted was sexually suggestive photos for other men to subscribe to, would it then make sense for me to complain that men are there to follow my photos?
The bulk of men who have managed to gain hundreds of thousands of followers are very skilled and very talented and have had to work very, very hard to get there, as opposed to many women.
Thank you. Somebody who can actually think.
Men make more money in the every average day life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So let the women have something.
Let the women have something? Women have everything. Let the women have something. Don't even get me started. Can you believe the audacity of this girl?
I was going to say, I don't know. If somebody offered, if I could make $100,000 a month off of OnlyFans, sign my ass up.
That's what I'm saying.
That, my friends, is a mic drop. They're going to yap and complain and go on and on and on.
If I could get $100,000 a month on OF, sign my ass up.
You're just out of yourself. Let's move on.
I am terrified of gaining more fat.
Okay, let me get this straight. All of the men are terrified of gaining more fat, and none of the women. Now, here's the thing. How can you be terrified of getting fat when it's 100% in your control? I'm terrified of perhaps getting cancer, getting hit by a drunk driver, being throat punched in the gym because I explained a scientific principle about how to lose weight. But I'm not going to be terrified about something that's 100% in my control. How could that be?
You know what's terrifying? Jumping off of a 18th-floor building. I'm terrified of doing that.
Don't do it then.
Oh. You mean I don't have to jump off that building?
Nope. Problem solved.
Coach Greg.
I mean, Coach Greg, the life coach that you need. And so why be terrified of something that you have 100% control over?
I'm terrified of freezing outside if I go outside the house naked.
Wear clothes. Done, problem solved, never worried about it again. Never got the house naked, you will never freeze to death.
It's that simple?
Yes, and gaining weight, it's also that simple. Now, if you're overweight and you want to lose it, it's also that simple. You eat less calories or you move more. And get my cookbook, my Circle diet book, it's going to make it that much easier. And if you have trouble doing cardio, you get GO2 Max, improves your endurance, more energy, and so on. And so why on earth are all the men moving forward and none of the women? This baffles me.
Some people look up to you, and if all of a sudden they see you're putting on weight, you're kind of letting down a lot of people, and there's the pressure to be your best shape, never, always be shredded, always be jacked.
And so the men in general are saying,
look, we're scared of gaining any weight because we want to be bodybuilders, we want to be respected by other people, we have an audience who expects us to look a certain way.
But yet, do we not remember the women saying,
but fat people are attractive?
And so all of these guys are fearing nothing. I mean, if being fat is just as attractive as being ripped, then why should they care? Why are you all trying to be so lean? It's equally attractive to be fat as it is to be shredded. And so why bother? We're all equals. And so does anyone ever think of these things? There's so much pressure for these guys to have six packs, to have single-digit body fat, that they know that if they don't have this, they will lose followings, lose money, lose reputation, lose everything. But yet the women think that if you're fat, you're just as attractive as if you're shredded.
Like I said, compared to exactly 1 year ago, I am a lot heavier. I've gained 30 pounds over this year. I had a surgery and then I injured myself and I had to spend a lot of time resting.
And whose fault is that?
I gained 30 pounds.
Is it mine? Are we going to blame Coach Greg? Did I not yell and scream at you enough? Did I not put my cookbook on sale enough? You couldn't afford it? What's wrong with you guys? Stop making excuses.
I'm terrified of gaining more fat than I have to this point because I did what was healthy and what was necessary for me, which I think is really important if you're injured.
And should she not walk forward and say,
hey, if you're a fat, you're attractive.
But yet she's gained 30 pounds and she states,
if I gain any more fat than I gain right now, I won't like myself. People won't like me.
And so they say one thing, they like to yap a lot, but they don't hear what they're saying. She is proving in her own words that she doesn't want to gain any fat, that she knows being fat isn't beautiful.
I do have people being like, hey, you don't look like you did a year ago. Like I thought you were shredded. I thought you were ripped. And like sitting here next to you guys, like it's especially hitting me.
Exactly.
Hey, you don't look like you used to. You're a 6.
Perhaps before, perhaps she was a 9. I don't know. I haven't seen her. But she's gained 30 pounds and she's no longer as attractive as she once was. She's a 6. Perhaps she was a 9. Maybe she's a 10. I don't know. Perhaps. But why is she less attractive now? Because she's gained fat. You get it, guys?
I dress for attention at the gym.
And so only one person being honest in this entire group of 8. If you're going to the gym and you're wearing a stringer, you're wearing booty shorts, you're showing off your physique, you like the attention. And so to say,
no, it's just for me. I don't like when anybody notices that I'm attractive.
Open up your Instagram. Do you have any shirtless photos? Do you have any physique pictures? It's normal to enjoy and get dopamine from hearing other people say,
I admire your physique. Nice looking arms, bro. I'm impressed. Great legs you got there.
There's nothing wrong with that. And so for some reason, people have been brainwashed to think that it's not okay to look a certain way, to dress a certain way, and to say please and thank you when someone gives you a compliment.
Do you think the others here are not being 100%?
I don't think they're being honest at all. They're all in shape. They all look good.
Bingo, bro, telling it like it is. Coach Greg is now a fan.
They're all wearing some form of fashionable outfit. They know people are going to be watching that.
Exactly. How many of these are wearing long sleeve shirts covering up? I don't see any of them.
Because, when everyone goes home, they're not wearing these outfits. Let's be honest. So
speak for yourself. Coach Greg wears this all the time.
We go in to get our work in and get the fuck out. Excuse my language, but that's the truth.
Yeah, and when you go to the gym, you never do up your hair, you never put on makeup, and you wear slummy sweaters and jogging pants all the time. I don't ever see girls at the gym training like this. I don't see it.
But yeah, I'll be wearing a pump shorts, but most of the time I'm like wearing an oversized shirt, anything, because it's just in there for me and to work on myself and to get better.
Perhaps it's because she's not in her on-season shape. Yeah, she's covering up because she's not now on stage. She's not in her best shape, and so she's covering up. But eventually, when it comes to dieting down and she now has the physique of her dreams, now I'll show everyone. And how does she prove this? She gets up on stage in a thong in stilettos. And so what do you think is going on? And so let me know in the comment section, are women more delusional than you thought, the same, or somehow even less? Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you liked it. Watch one of those 2 bloops, of course, the cookbooks, the training books, the Circle Diet book, coaching plans by me and my team. And if you have no money, get the free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages, as well as join the 400,000 plus newsletter subscribers. And until next time, I am out.